Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to CRN. Tonight, we have some dirt track racing going on for the Smoky Mountain Grassroots Racing League, brought to you by Elite Performance Industries, powered by the shop. Want to give them a big shout out for coming on board with the race setups from Sean English and Devin Morgan for the 305 sprints and the Pro late model setups as well. Another big shout out to 25 Cinematography coming on board to get all those creamy looking shots of these beautiful 305 sprint cars here tonight at Lucas Oil Speedway. Again, brand new track to the service as it just came out on a couple of updates ago. Finally made its way over to iRacing here tonight, as that's where we're going to be racing here tonight. It is a 0.35 mile track. It's clay oval. It's in Wheatland, Missouri, and I personally have not ran this track. I couldn't tell you how to run it, but nonetheless, it's dirt. It's going to get slideways. Everybody's going to be beating and banging, but with the Pro, or not the Pro late model, but the 305, you're going to see a lot of wheel-to-wheel contact. And that's something that, you know, not a lot of racers really want to have, especially with it being an open wheel car. You touch a little bit of wheel and you're going to go sent flying to the moon, calling it NASA for the next Challenger or SpaceX program. But that is going to be coming up here fairly shortly. There's going to be a lot of heats, a lot of mains, and then the feature. But only 32 will make the feature here tonight, so a lot of these drivers will be ending up going home after tonight's heats and B main and then a C main as well. But it looks like qualifying getting ready to start here, so we're going to go ahead and bring up the track and see who's all going to go out for their first lap. As I believe it is all, we're going to take a look at Isaiah Sutherland, the number one machine out of the Mid-South, looking to go top of the boards here. You know, getting a nice little look at the track. Looks a little bit slow. He's running that outside lane, and I don't know if that's the way to go, as the number 24 is going to go quick time with a 13.923. But Isaiah Sutherland with a 13.867 for his first lap. Again, these drivers get 2 laps to qualify. And Isaiah Sutherland going to drop down to P number 3, but he's going to go right back top of the board. Quick time for the number 1 with a 13.751. Joshua Lockwood out there in the HSHM number 47 machine. Highside Hustlers Motorsports number 47, Joshua Lockwood, going through the first set of turns off of turn number 2, gets a straight exit, going to dive it all the way down to the inside by those tires, going to get a little bit too sideways, going to lose a little bit of time there. That's going to put him P number 12, but it's still everybody trying to chase down that number 1 machine, as Sam Baumgarten, 0.001 off of the lead of Mr. Isaiah Sutherland. Looking here, see who else is out there making some laps. Robert Gillard and the Jack Daniels number 54, Go Fast Motorsports. Going to see what kind of lap time he can get improved on here. It's not going to be fast enough, as he's going to be sitting P number 16 with a 14.371. Coming off turn number 3 and 4 to the checkered flag. Going to move him up one more spot with a 14.101. Dustin Lamb in the number 10 Chummy Motorsports, looking to put his number 10 Moza machine up towards the top. He's going to go 16th quickest with a 14.131. Going to see if he can improve on this lap. Coming off turn number 3 and 4, didn't get the good run coming off. He's going to go a little bit faster, but not enough to improve his lap time, as that will take off his qualifying here. Bryson McKelvey and the number 11 Moza, purple and black 305 sprint, Dirt Anarchy. Going to start his first timed lap here. It's going to be ninth quickest, 13.919 for Bryson McKelvey. Coming off turn number 3 and 4, gets a great launch off the corner, and that's going to move him up to 5th quick time with a 13.836. Again, want to give a big shout out to all the drivers out here tonight. Christian Ruse, another guy that I used to race with, that I still race with over in the Ghost Racing League on a Thursday nights. And the number 14, you see he's representing all sorts of people on the front of that machine. Thin blue line, thin red line, white line, as Christian Ruse is going to settle off in P number 18. Hopefully everybody is having a fantastic Tuesday night. Glad to be out here showing off the dirt skills from these drivers. Again, want to give a big shout out to everybody that has liked, shared, subscribed to CRN. We are all the way up to 620 subscribers. We can't thank you enough for doing that. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Turn on the bell notification so you don't miss anything that CRN has to offer, as we have anything and everything on pretty much every day now, as we have picked up some money races on Friday and Saturday. The Feg Custom PC money races brought by Jeff Scott. Qualifying is over. We're going to get started with heat number 1. Is going to be Jason Haynes in the number 66, Stephen Perkins in the number 14. The 24 is going to be the, let me find it here, Zach Bremer. The 44, Samuel Lawson. The 54 of Robert Gillard. The 38 of Eric Jensen. 83 of Mark Ouellette. In the 32 of Thomas Freitas. Drivers getting ready to get this race underway, and I can't be more excited to see what these drivers can do all the way through this field. Again, 32 drivers make the main, and it's going to be one hell of a show. You're going to see slide job after slide job just to see what they can have to prove. Again, it's going to be a lot of heat racing. The top 3 advance straight to the feature, so they don't have to worry about doing any other heat races. You can see a couple of them are adjusting their top wings, getting their cars set as we get ready to go heat racing momentarily. Again, want to give a big shout out to Sean English and Devin Morgan of EPI for allowing this league to get represented by them with the setups. If anybody is interested in a dev driving program, any setups really, make sure you go over to raceepi.com and get on the dev program. I am a dev truck driver. I've been there for a couple of months, and it has helped my oval side of racing out tremendously. Can't thank them enough for doing what they do. The dirt side, Sean English has made the 305 sprints. So if you guys have any questions, make sure you guys get a hold of him, as he would be the setup builder for this 305 race. Again, Jason Haynes, Stephen Perkins, Samuel Lawson, Zach Bremer, Samuel Lawson, Robert Gillard, Eric Jensen, Mark Ouellette, and Tom Freitas. Top 8 for the heat race here. Looking like 7 cars are going to make the grid. It looked like Tom Freitas ended up missing the start, but no harm, no foul, as pace lights are off on the pace truck this time by. Want to give a big shout out to Christopher Cash for allowing me to come on over here and broadcast his league. If you guys want to get involved in it, make sure you guys get in the Discord and see what they have to offer. But it looks like going through turn number 1 and 2, now down into turn number 3 and 4. Pace truck off of off of the track, getting ready to go green here. The 66 is going to have the button. He's going to get going as he's got a big gap to P number 2. Crossover slide job. And there goes the number 11 down to the inside, trying to take away the race lead from Jason Haynes. Stephen Perkins, slide job all the way up to the wall, almost gets into it. Here's a rebuttal from Jason as he's going to throw a little bit of a slider, not going to be able to connect with it. The run that the 11 got out of the corner, it's going to help him carry the momentum into the next corner. And here we go, side by side, lap 2 number out of 8. Back towards the back, Eric Jensen had a little bit of trouble there, getting involved in a little bit of a tingle-tango, as right in front of him, Robert Gillard and Samuel Lawson had a little bit of a battle there. And the Razor number 44, but it's going to be Sean Perkins, Stephen Perkins, holding out the race lead here over Jason Haynes, as Jason keeping right up on that back bumper with the 305s not being the fastest sprint car on the service. The straighter you keep the car, the better. And you can see the distance right here for the race lead in the heat win. 2 laps to go for heat race number 1. Both drivers running in that high lane, keeping it out of the slick and right on that cushion, as they are 0.2 away from each other. But it's going to be harder to get a run on the race leader and get a good pass taken away. Looking back here, Zach Bremer battling with the number 44 of Samuel Lawson. Samuel Lawson goes up to the high side, high, wide, and handsome. 24 is going to block the run. Samuel nowhere to go. He's going to try it again. He's got the high side working, just not able to get around or up to the side. But it's going to be Stephen Perkins collecting the heat race win number 1. As we're going to go ahead and bring in our heat race winner here and get a talk with him, see how he feels about the setup. As looking for him. Not seeing him in the Discord, so not going to be able to get him on in here for the interview after the heat race. But heat race number 2 getting ready to take on Bryson McKelvey, Gary Mansberger, Joshua Notke, Joshua Lockwood, Dustin Lamb, Jacob Lamb, and Eric Dean will be your 7 cars out here to take the green flag. Again, if everybody is not liked, shared, subscribed to the CRN, make sure you guys do so. But we have the race winner in the broadcast. Might as well bring him on up, and that's going to be Stephen Perkins. Stephen, still in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Oh, there we go.
Stephen, this is still in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
All right, Stephen. You got around Jason there for it pretty much looked super easy. How was the setup in your scenario, getting up to the lead and just trying to pull away?
I mean, I was kind of unsure of how it was going to act because it looked like the corners were pretty dry, and with these 305s, I didn't know if the top was going to have enough speed, but apparently it did. But I mean, it felt pretty smooth all the way through the race.
Now, is that the momentum that you want to kind of carry over to the feature, or are you just kind of going with the flow, see how the track performs, how it handles? As you know, obviously the feature is going to be a little bit longer than the heat races, but now that you have a couple more laps under your belt, is track position going to be key?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be a big part, and I don't know, like, we'll just have to see.
All right, buddy. Well, we're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here. Get ready for your feet. Well, you don't even have to make the B main or the C main or anything else like that, so I guess you get to chill for the rest of the night until that race happens.
Yep.
All right, buddy. Well, we're going to go ahead and let you get your mind into it, get focused, and we'll be talking to you later.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, that was the race winner from last heat. We had some championship implications. Eric Dean, Dustin Lamb, Joshua Lockwood, all were spun out as already 2 laps to go. Bryson McKelvey with the race lead here right now over Gary Mansberger. Jacob Lamb rolling out P number 4, Joshua Notke, and the number white, number 113. But it's all Bryson McKelvey with the race win. We'll go ahead and see if we can hurry up and get our race winner in the broadcast booth here. Looking at it right now, going to see if he made his way to the broadcast waiting room. He is not. So, 25, the 13, Mark Miller, Nicholas Lamb, Christopher Cash, Christian Ruse, and Charles Whitehead are out here for the heat number 3. As we are getting ready to go. Definitely going to see what happens here. As a lot could happen. As the number 25 from Ohio. Going to see what he can do here tonight. Going down the back stretch here, Jaden Lapp. And the number 25 going to get a good start off the restart there. He's going to pull away from the number 13 of, I believe that's Joe Morant. Or no, it's Gary Mansberger. Gary Mansberger, the number 13, pulling away from him. As Mark Miller and Christian Ruse do a little bit of battle back here. And then Nicholas Lamb and Charles Whitehead. Charles Whitehead all the way up to P number 6, up 1 position from where he started. The number 51, Coors Light Machine, trying to do some work. No, broadcaster's curse. Spun it out on the inside, going to keep it green. But it's Jaden Lapp leading the field all the way in and around. As he is pulling away from the rest of this pack, but it's the number 6 and the 14 doing a little bit of battle. Christian Ruse up on the top shelf. He's got the run. He went a little bit too straight. Here comes Christian Ruse, still trying to knock on the door of Mark Miller. Not able to get there. Now he's there. Can he get it to rotate this time? He does. Move Christian Ruse up to P number 3. Is it Christian Ruse? Not able to get clear of the number 6. He does so this time by new top 3. Jaden Lapp, Gary Mansberger, and Christian Ruse. Lap number 7 out of 8. Oh, the 6 gets a little bit too tight and too straight. As he's probably going to lose the P number 4 to the number 5 of Nicholas Lamb. But here comes Christopher Cash, the only rigs machine down to the inside. Not going to be able to get the run. He's going to be there. He's not going to get there. But it's going to be Jaden Lapp taking Heat Race 3 win. as that was an absolute phenomenal finish there. Heat rate, or it's warm up already, as we're going to go ahead and find Mr. Jaden Lapp, see if he is ready to get a good interview here. And we are with heat race winner number 3. And Jaden, this is Dylan, the broadcast booth. You get a copy.
Hey, what's going on?
You know, I'm up here keeping my 0X's alive. No wall hits, no wheel banging, nothing like that. But you came in here, started outside front row, or no, actually you started on the pole. You took the lead and just never looked back. I'm taking a wild guess that you're really in love with the setup.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of EPI. Friend Ethan Hudson, he's always telling me about him, and you know, I actually tried to get on the team. You know, started grinding officials, but never got there. And then I heard this league's getting sponsored by API, so I was all excited for that.
Yeah, I'm actually a truck dev driver for over there, so I was like, you know what? They got a great dirt program. Why not see if Mr. Sean English and Devin Morgan could come on board and make the setups for this league? So definitely got to help out Christopher Cash in any way that I possibly could. And luckily, they were able to get on board and help us make these setups for tonight.
Yeah, API sets just dig all the time.
Yeah, so kind of walk me through how your race went. Do you think maybe, is it going to be a one-lane track all the way around the top, or do you think maybe if you hit it just right, that bottom lane may be able to work?
I think it all depends if the track's going to reset or not, but for the most part, it might be around the top. If enough people start running it, though, it might get to the bottom, maybe even the middle. All depends on where people run and how the track state goes and all that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've seen the first heat. We've seen some drivers running down on the inside. We've seen the last 2 heats, everybody was up towards the top. So it looked like it was top dominant there in the heat races. You know, you're obviously going to start third on the inside. What's going to be the key to the feature?
You know, just saving your tires until like the last 15, 20 laps, I'd say, and then starting to push it. But I mean, it's just a patient waiting game and saving your shit, and then
that's $1 for the that's $1 for the CRN swear jar. So we'll be collecting some payment on that. But you're getting ready to go to the feature, so we're gonna go ahead and let you get on out of here. Get ready and get set, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again at the end of this race.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
Good luck.
All right, that's going to be your last heat race winner here tonight. Going to go ahead and bring up the grid for the feature. It's going to be Isaiah Sutherland, starting P number 1. Second will be Sam Baumgartner. Third will be Trevor Notke. Fourth will be Stephen Perkins. Fifth will be Bryson McKelvey. Sixth is going to be Stunnaboy in the number 25. Jason Hayes in 7th. Gary Mansberger in 8th. 9th will be Gary, the M. The 24 of Trevor Notke in P number 10. Joshua Notke in 11th. 12th will be Christian Ruse. 13th will be Samuel Lawson. 14th, Jacob Lamb. 15th, Chubby Miller. 16th, Eric Jensen. 17th will be Dustin Lamb. 18th, Nicholas Lamb. 19th, Robert Gillard. 20th, Joshua Lockwood. 21st, Christopher Cash. 22nd, Mark Ouellette. 23rd is Eric Dean. And rounding out your top 24th will be Charles Whitehead, in starting shotgun on the field in 25th position is going to be Thomas Freitas. that is going to be your race set here tonight. 30 laps for the feature. Isaiah and Samuel Baumgartner to start this race here tonight. All 25 drivers going down the inside. Coming through turn 3 and 4, Isaiah's going to get on the loud pedal super early. Not going to get a great jump. Going to be able to get clear of Sam all the way up to the top shelf. Almost 3 wide through turn 3, 2 and 3. There they go. Oh, big wreck in the front. That's going to be the first caution. As there was a couple of people that have taken an early round there. Gonna go ahead and get a yellow flag thrown there for that one. Gonna go ahead and look and see exactly what happened here, as a lot of drivers got involved here. Gonna go ahead and take a look back here at a Nautica 3 wide coming off the corner. Just didn't end well. Both drivers getting sent up and over they go, flipping all the way around, able to land on those tires. Gets it back going, but that will bring out our first yellow flag of the night. And that's what I was talking about, you know, that you guys everybody's going to be touching tires there just a little bit and having some technical difficulties there. So nonetheless, that is something that does happen. I mean, you know, it happens, but you can't, you know, it's just something that happens.
Yeah, it's because you're blinking a little bit there, brother. Yeah. Okay, for asking. Good luck, guys.
Getting ready to go back racing. Single file restarts. Isaiah with the loud pedal jump. Going to pull out to a 0.3 of a second lead. Single file throughout the whole pack. Already somebody down on the inside trying to make it work. Not going to be able to get there. But deeper in the pack, they're going to be 2 wide. Trying to get some positions out of this race. Going to go ahead and bring up a track map, and they don't have it. So, not going to be able to have a track map out here tonight, but looking at Gary Mansberger from Pennsylvania in the number 13 ME 305 sprint around the outside of the number 25 Jaden Lapp. Jaden Lapp down on the inside, trying to make that inside lane work. Not able to do so this time, as a 13 seems to be the way to go all the way around. All the way up and jumping each other, hitting wheels just a little bit. But it's still going to be clean and green all the way through the pack. Jaden Lapp holding off strong Charles Whitehead off the pace down on the inside, keeping it low for everybody to get on around. As everybody is going still, Charles Whitehead off the track he goes. As looking up here, Isaiah, all the pressure he could ever ask for from Sam Baumgartner, as now they're dealing with lapped traffic here. I'm not sure who that was. Oh, big wreck there, as that one had to have hurt. Not a lot of room there to go by, in and through. I'm gonna go ahead and look back here at a CRN replay, see exactly what happened. Going through turn number 1 and 2. Did he get too high? Oh, he just overcorrected. Oh, man. Just nowhere to go for that driver. Everybody else able to miss. And that will bring out another caution. So far, so good. You know, 2 cautions for just a little bit. You know, it happens. Just something that we do have to deal with as racers. It is going to be single file restarts though. So already almost halfway through this race is Charles Whitehead going around to get his lucky dog. There's no, it's going to be double file. Isaiah going to take the outside. Going down the backstretch into turn number 3 and 4. Coming around to take the green flag. Leader controls the starts. When does he want to go? He's going to go not even out of the turn. He's already on the loud pedal. Isaiah Sutherland to the point. Once again here tonight, double file all the way through the pack. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. 4 wide towards the back here. As it's still even further back. Everybody going around. Everybody able to keep it clean, though. Single filed it all the way back out is Stephen Perkins. Oh, he's going to get tagged right in front. He's going to get that car back on a going. And that is something that you see a lot with the 305s. Just one little nick of the tires, and it sends you for a ride. Almost 3 wide towards the bag, but here comes the 14, Christian Ruse on the outside of the number 13. A little bit of neck code coming from Zach Bremer. And the number 44. Oh, the 44 off the track and into the outside wall hard. As that is going to bring out another caution. As, man, that was a hard lick for Sammy Lawson. Going to go ahead and see exactly what happened. Oh, it just caught him right there. These 2 drivers neck coding just a little bit. Zach Bremer. Oh, put him up into the wall, NASA. You have another contender to join your SpaceX program. As the number 6. Just not able to get out of there. So Sam Lawson going to have to go into pit lane and get those repairs done. Luckily, everybody has 1 fast repair remaining in the pits. Hopefully everybody is enjoying the stream here tonight. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to CRN, as we have a lot of different broadcasts coming for you throughout the week. Want to give a big shout out to everybody out there watching. Looking at the comments, yes sir, EPI Dirt Slinger, Barry Kistler, as always, good luck driver, Studaboy, Woo 25 Cinematography, High Side Picasso, good luck, number 47, Tom Jensen, let's roll, Kelsey Slavin, let's go Sam, Governor 24, how's it going, buddy? Dirt Slinger, who's got Jaden Lapp, Sarah Campbell, let's go Sam Baumgarten. Want to say thank you to everybody out there close watching the stream and cheering on everybody's favorite driver. Want to say thank you to everybody that has liked, shared, subscribed to CRN, as we have a lot of racing going on throughout the week. Make sure you head on over to the next stream, getting ready to start right about now. It's going to be Carl Handwork in the broadcast booth for the Core Arca Menard series as they tackle week number 2. So once this race is done, head on over there, see some asphalt action, as we have the dirt action covered over here by Isaiah Sutherland. On the loud pedal, Sam Baumgarten down to the inside. He's going to follow up right behind Isaiah. Down to the inside goes the number 66 of Jason Haynes. He's trying to make his way all the way up towards the front. He's up 2 positions where he has started this race. Oh, big problems in the back as Jason Notke getting around that, but that's going to bring out our next caution here. Nicholas Lamb going to go ahead and bring it up here, see exactly what happened. He comes up the track, able to get around. It looked like Chris Cash got in the wall there, coming off turn number 2, able to keep that number 69 straight. But here we go. This is where all the action begins with the number 5 of Nicholas Lamb. You can see the 20 getting up into the berm. It's a little bit flat over there, I noticed in practice. But right there, the number 10 getting down into the number 14 of Christian Ruse. The 5, nowhere to go. Joshua Notke, able to sling on by there, so he was able to get out of the way. Nobody flipping or anything like that, so everybody's going to be able to keep their wheels down, wings up, in getting through. Not going to be able to get in there in half the toe, so that's always good, but there's 3 laps to go. Isaiah Sutherland, Sam Bumgarden, and Bryson McElvey. Your top 3 here tonight. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on P number 2. It looks like Isaiah going to take the outside here through turn 3 and 4. Isaiah Sutherland with the jump, as he's going to be able to pull away almost 3 wide for P number 5. And here comes Jaden Lap down to the inside, try to make it work. 3 wide for P3. He's going to make 1 pass work. He's going to make the second work. Maybe he slides up. Not going to have the run. He's going to lose 2 positions after 1 lap. Down to the inside he goes yet again, but it's going to be Isaiah Sutherland coming off turn number 1 and 2, but here comes Sam Bumgarner down to the inside, not going to be able to get there. Isaiah Sutherland going to come around and win week number 1 here tonight at Lucas Oil. Second will be Sam Bumgarner, Bryson McKelvey in third, Jaden Lapp in fourth, the 24X in fifth, the M13 in 6th, Jason Haynes in 7th, Joshua Notke in 8th, Jacob Lamb in 9th, Gary Mansberger in 10th, Christian Ruse in 11th, Nicholas Lamb in 12th, Christopher Cash in 13th, Eric Jensen in 14th, Joshua Lockwood in 15th, the 39X of Trevor Notke in 16th, minus 13 positions from where he has started. So he would be our biggest loser here tonight. Robert Gilliard in 17th, Charles Whitehead in 18th, 19th will be Dustin Lamb, 20th is Samuel Lawson, 16th will be Michael Miller, 22nd will be Mark Ouellette, 23rd will be Stephen Perkins, 24th will be Eric Dean, and running after 25 car field will be the number 32 of Thomas Freitas. I'm going to go ahead and replay these lap by lap and get our top 3 in the broadcast booth, as it was just an exciting race all throughout the night. 30 laps up and 30 laps down, super quick, as we're going to go ahead and get a good run here, slow it on down, get a good car, get a good look of the third place finishers. Lap time here. Oh, maybe a little bit too far. Jump up just a little bit. There we go. As we are now joined by our third place finisher. That's going to be Bryson McKelvey. Bryson, this is Dylan of the CRN broadcast booth. You got a copy.
Hello.
Hey, Bryson, how's it going? You come home a P at number 3 here tonight. Had a little bit of problems in the early going, but able to make your way all the way up to P number 3. How did the car and how did the track feel after those long 30 laps?
Man, it felt pretty good. This is my first time running sprint cars, and I seen I qualified 5th, and I set myself pretty good up in qualifying. Got to start on a pole in the heat, left them, and so got a good starting spot in the feature, and so I just tried to climb on up there and get on that top side and felt good on the top, drove it on up.
Yeah, you talk about, you had a good starting position for qualifying. You started P number 5. That ended up giving you the pole for heat number 3 or heat number 2. So kind of walk me through the track transition. You said this was the first time you ever ran sprint cars. I'm guessing you are a little bit of a dirt guy, just with like maybe the Pro late models or the big blocks or something like that, or maybe you're not. I know I'm not. I can't drive them things for the life of me, even if it was the last car on earth. Yeah, I'll hit every single wall. But yeah, I noticed I think it's turn 1 and turn 2. There's like a little lip, kind of like Lernerville. You get up on top of that lip, you're kind of going for a ride.
Yeah, I got over it just a little bit one time, but caution came out, and luckily I got my spot back. But yeah, it was hard to keep it from going over. But it's pretty tight, so it's pretty easy to control.
Well, with that happening, you got Volusia next week in the Pro Late Models. I'm not sure if you're going to run the Pro Late Models next week or not, but if you are, what's going to be your plan of attack for next week?
Well, I've been running these practice races in the Pro Late Models, and I've been out front. Those are mine. That's what I mainly race, is the late models. So I'm ready for the Pro Late Models. Volusia is my favorite track, too.
Oh, well, boom, winner, winner, chicken dinner. We got you up there. So, basically, we're going to be looking for that number 11 to be up front towards the end. But, Bryson, before we let you get on out of here, is there anybody on that number 11 machine you'd like to give a shout-out to?
I just want to thank this league and them putting it on. And that's all I got, I guess. I ain't got really anybody.
All right, Bryson. Well, we're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here, celebrate that third place podium here tonight, and we'll be seeing you again next week.
All right, thank you.
All right, that's going to do it for our third place finisher. Going to go ahead and bring up our second place finisher. That is going to be Samuel Baumgarten. Sammy, this is Dylan in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I got you, man.
All right, buddy. You came in here, kind of showed your hand with the 305s. How hard was it to keep that track position here tonight?
Extremely. 305s are momentum-based cars. If you lose it just for a split second, I mean, you're pretty much done for. That's probably why everybody was pretty much up on the top side there. Tried to get a run on Isaiah there. Put on a good show, at least I hope. I think there was too many cautions for the 91 car to do anything tonight.
Yeah, you said the cautions kind of played a factor there, but I can understand it playing a big factor there. You would get so close and get that run, and then all of a sudden a yellow flag would fly. So I do understand where you're coming from with the cautions, but it seemed like that low side, nobody was really trying to use that to their advantage. I seen you towards the end of the race kind of try to throw that little bit of slider. Was it just too slick down there, or was it just you not being able to pitch the car the way you wanted to, or was the top side really that dominant and that's just where you needed to be?
The top side was pretty dominant tonight. I kind of went to the bottom there, last corner, last lap, just to try it. I knew I was never going to clear them. Only way you're going to really clear a slide job with these cars here is you got to be side by side with the guy going into the corner, and I just couldn't get a good enough run off because of the momentum. He was able to keep it up top. And we tried it there in 3 and 4, went to the bottom. I said, I'm going to try it. I wasn't even trying to pull a slider. I just wrapped the bottom just to see if I could try something. And it didn't work. So, Isaiah put himself in a good spot. He had a good qualifying run. So congrats to him on taking home the win.
Yeah, it was definitely a good race by you and him, getting a little bit of battle there. I think the only thing that really kind of helped him with that was his restart capabilities, especially with it being on leader. You got to kind of watch the track, but also watch the leader to see when he goes so you can get that good enough jump with him. And that's kind of what settled that debate there before the cautions. But you did have Kara Campbell out there rooting you on.
Yeah, Sarah. Yeah.
Sarah. There, you see, I butchered her name. I am so sorry.
Everybody does. It's okay.
Yeah. She was out there rooting you on, and glad you were able to come home in P number 2. But before I let you get on out of here, Sam, is there anybody on that number 91 machine you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I want to shout out Savage Edge Graphics. If you guys need t-shirts, mugs, hats, koozies, pretty much anything, they'll put your name on anything, savageedge.com. Shout out True Sim Productions and also Dirt.tv. I'm an infield reporter for Lernerville, so if you guys are interested in watching some Lernerville local racing, you'll see me there, Dirt.tv. CJR Graphics, he helped make this paint scheme that's on the car, so big shout out to him if you need a paint scheme. Mullet Music Productions over on YouTube. He makes great music. He's also helped me in the past with a few things. That's Joshua Rutherford, Mullet Music Productions. And I think I got everybody, man.
All right, Sam, we're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here. Celebrate that second place podium finish here tonight. And hopefully we'll be seeing you again next week.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, that's going to do it for our second place finisher. Going to go ahead and bring up the race winner. That's going to be Isaiah Sutherland in the number 1 machine. Isaiah, this is Dylan, the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I do got a copy, Dylan.
All right, Isaiah, I noticed the name from Ghost Cup Series. I race with you on Thursday nights when you make it. But who would have thought Mr. Isaiah Sutherland would have been a dirt guy?
Oh, yeah. I've always loved dirt. That's what I grew up around. My uncle raced for many years, dirt street stock. So every weekend I'm usually at a dirt track somewhere ever since I was a little kid. So it's just what I love to do. It's probably my favorite form of racing there is.
Yeah, it takes some sort of skill, and that I do not have. So I will stick to the oval side, you stick to the dirt side, and, we're good to go. But nonetheless, I've ran with you. I know how fast you are. You're super clean. You put yourself in great positions to capture race wins and do what you need to do to have a good finish. But it was you who got the job done here tonight at Lucas Oil. Kind of walk me through your restart procedure there, because sometimes it looked like you got a really good jump on the field. And other times it looked like you tried to get the power down to that 305. It just wouldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, with the 305s, there's such, low horsepower that they really bog if you're not keeping that momentum up. So the restarts they're pretty evenly matched between everybody. So it's all about, thankfully I was the pole sitter there and was able to choose when I wanted to restart, and they had to follow. So first restart on the bottom, I hated that right off the bat. And as soon as we had a caution, I asked Chris, I said, hey, are we able to choose lanes? And he said, yeah. And I said, I want the top. The entire rest of the night, I want the top. So after I got the top there on the restarts, it was basically single file, because with this big track and the low horsepower the 305s have, you just got to keep that momentum up, and that top was the best way to do it. So, but yeah, the restarts were iffy. It was just all about if I could time it just right to get the guy in second a little off balance there.
Yeah, not going to lie. When I seen you go up to the top, I thought maybe you were taking the top just because of how slick it was down on the inside. And I noticed you never once touched that inside lane. Now, the initial start, you had to be on the inside lane, but once you got clear of that driver in P number 2, you stuck with the top all the way through the 30 laps, and it paid dividends to you. You seen the slide job trying to come from Sam. Did you know that you had it in the bag because it was just a little bit too far behind, or were you getting a little bit nervous there?
I want to say before the first, it might have been the second caution as well, maybe about 15 laps in, he actually was really hanging close to me. And I was trying to figure out what he was doing differently, because it's basically flat out in these 305s on this top. So I was wondering how he was getting such a good run. And I was worried about a slider there for the first 15 laps. I was thinking he would do it early just to get it over with, because it was so hard to pass. You could throw sliders on people, but these cars bog down so much with the high gearing they got that it's just a little too iffy to do so. But I was worried about a slider, especially when we came up on lap traffic. I had to check up a little bit, and he peaked on the inside a little bit, but I was able to kind of go down the track with him. But it was all about protecting the top, really. And if they went for slide jobs, it would be pretty easy to cross him over. But Sam, he was real clean, and he was pretty quick, so I was worried there for a little bit. But I'd say the last 10 laps or so, I don't know if maybe he heated his right rear up too much or what, but I felt like I had a good distance on him, that I wasn't too worried about a slider going into turn 3 or 4 on that last lap.
All right, Isaiah. Well, next week we have Volusia in the Pro Late Models. Is the Pro Late Model something that, you can get behind, or are you just strictly kind of the sprint car guy?
I'm actually quite opposite. I'm really not a big fan of. I like sprint cars, but they got to be 360s or 410s. I'm actually was really excited to join this league to dip my feet back into dirt after they did the update. It made it much better. So I'm a big late model guy. So I'm actually looking forward to those more than the 305 sprint cars, like modifieds and street cars and big block modifieds. So I don't do a whole lot of sprint car racing. So I'm quite surprised I was that quick start right off the bat. But definitely looking forward to hopping in a car with some fenders next week, and hopefully we can rub them.
All right. Well, Mr. Isaiah, before we let you get on out of here and celebrate with everybody up there in Discord, is there anybody on that number 1 machine you'd like to give a shout out to?
First and foremost, got to thank my good Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Got to thank my family. There's some family that like to tune in and watch. I've been doing a lot of asphalt stuff lately, but I want to switch gears and go back to my roots, run some dirt. So they're always in support of me. My girlfriend Daylin, she's always in support of me. My teammate Eric Jensen, he kept it clean tonight. I think he had 14th finish or whatnot, but he did well tonight, so shout out to him. And then the sponsors on my car, Sutherland Used Cars, that's my uncle's car lot, Northwest Tennessee, a little town called Union City, Tennessee. Look them up on Facebook and see what they got on the lot. If you're ever around, stop by, look at what they have on the car lot there. And then Virtual Academy, as police officer training for active duty or retired police officers. You can sign up for a subscription. It's for a year, $69.99 a year, and you can sign up at subscriptions.virtualacademy.com/sign up. And you guys in the booth, really appreciate you and all the fans that tuned in.
All right, Isaiah. Well, since you said you're trying to dabble back into some dirt stuff, I actually got a league on Thursday nights that does big block modifieds on Thursday nights. It's dirt for beginners. But, if you want to dabble some more, I can get you into that one too. So just keep your mind just keep your mind open if you're free that night.
Yeah, we'll have to talk. It might be a part-time situation, but I'll definitely hit you up.
All right, Isaiah, we're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here, and we'll be talking to you again hopefully next week.
Appreciate you guys. Thank y'all.
All right, that's going to do it for the race here tonight. Make sure you guys tune in on over to the other CRN broadcast as Mr. Carl Handwork brings you the live coverage from the Arkham Menard series here tonight. Tomorrow night, you got the Chop Shop GT series with Carl Handwork and Mark Thomas in the broadcast booth, and you got myself in the broadcast booth for Lucky Dog Racing League as they go to Thompson for week number 2 on the asphalt side with the limited late model stocks. Thursday night, you have the dirt for beginners with Core Racing League. Not 100% sure if that is broadcast, but if it is, it will be only here on CRN. Friday night, we have the FEG Custom PC race on a Friday night. Not 100% sure which CRN broadcaster is going to have the broadcast for that, but we do have that in store on Friday night. Saturday night, you're going to see myself back in the broadcast booth for a doubleheader for FEG Custom PC Talladega. on a Saturday night. Big money race. Can't wait to see what happens. I believe it's the Xfinity cars and the trucks again. So tune in to CRN so you don't miss that as well. Sunday night, we're going to be back in the broadcast booth with myself and Brendan Polk for the Core Premier Series as they tackle on race number 3. 2 different winners, 2 races so far. Monday night, you'll have the Core GT Series as Mark Thomas and Carl Hedrick bring you the live coverage, and then we're back here Tuesday night with the Smoky Mountain Grassroots Racing League and UCRL. That's going to wrap it up here for me up in the broadcast booth. My name is Dylan McDonald for CRN. Want to give a big shout out and thanks to Carl Hedrick and Jimmy Covert for allowing me to step in to the CRN booth and bring these amazing fans racing and coverage that they need. Want to give a big shout out to Christopher Cash and everybody over there for allowing CRN to be a part of the league. Want to give a big shout out to Lobster Boys Truck or Lobster Boys. Want to give a big shout out to 25 Cinematography, Elite Performance Industries, powered by The Shop, and Sean English and Devin Morgan for supplying tonight's and next week's setups. That's going to do it here for myself in the broadcast booth. Make sure you guys take care. Brush your hair.